Hey there team, and welcome back to episode 20 of the Avelorn narrative campaign here. We just defended the Shrine of Cain against a series of assaults, so our garrison is in a pretty naff state. Actually, it's mostly healed back up quite quickly, or at least the, no, it's still quite badly hurt. And we were aided a lot by Gilgallion, who is still alive. I really hope he goes back and heals up and gets another army, because I'd quite like to see him continue to thrive. He's level 12, so he's been kicking about for a while. We've not seen too much from him though. Solkar there has helped retake Elysia, push back the Chaos Swarm there, and Ulthman is secure. We had a quick look last time to see the advancing Chaos Horde, but there's not really an effective counter to it right now. What are they doing? Who are they at war with, I wonder? Oh, they're at war with Chaos too. Okay, right, that's probably not going to be an issue. That's okay, because that could just be another little annoyance for them. Which I think, they're at war with them too, but oh well. Apart from that, yeah, Chaos is going to be spewing forth down there. Down here, the Everqueen is in a bit of a naff state. Yeah, we were going to have a fight here.
The Everqueen.
So there's 3 armies locked and stocked up next to the Everqueen, and the Everqueen is currently under siege too, which is a pain. We've got this full garrison, which is going to be a really good aid to her fight. Just having a nobleman there, even that will be quite useful, and some cavalry to try and silence this artillery. But apart from that, that's still 3 armies. Oh, that's a lot of giants. Right. But I think we've got to try and take this before they end up landing and these guys end up mucking about near the Fuming Serpent. But apart from that, down here there's 3 more armies that are going to be a pain in the ass. So Avelorn is going to have to be defending against that. As well as that Strina, she is on her way home. She's almost there. And then she's just going to be backing up Solkar, because I really need to sort of defeat them in the sea. And the only way to safely defeat them in the sea is to have 2 armies together, to have Sidrina fighting side by side with Solkar up there. So we will end our... Well, actually, no, we're not going to end our turn. We've got to do something now.
Our defenses will hold.
Oh, I know the defenses will hold if they wanted to attack us, but actually, to be honest, I think we'd do worse because of all the artillery that they'd be facing us with. So we kind of just need to give this a go. Yeah, let's see it.
For Avelorn.
Well, we are... Balance of power is not looking horrendous for us. We've faced off against worse. I see, it's just the amount of hell cannons they're going to have rattling into us. This cavalry is going to have its work cut out for it. But yeah, okay, let's get to it. Is this the same map that we faced off against these guys before? Because if it is, I hope it is, because I really liked it. Yes, it is. So if we can try, they're probably not going to let us do it, but of course last time we had them caught up in this little area. Oh, you can't see my cursor. This ridge line, just in the northeast side of their deployment zone, that's where we sort of had them locked in the last time we played here, but I don't think that's going to happen this time. We'll just have to see. Defending a very familiar battlefield by now. Alariel's grabbed everything she's got and is going to be sending up into these forests here. We hope to once again secure the 2 main choke points up this little slope, and then this one over here too. The Chaos Forces will have the ability to run around this side, but we hope that they just will turn that down in the hopes of just having a very bloody spat here. Advance deploying the Dryads so that they can hold these points for us first. They're not going to stand long up against forces like Chosen or anything really unpleasant like a giant, but they can hold out long enough for the Treekin to get there, and then the reinforcements led by our local noble will move in to assist, getting their archers up there alongside my somewhat depleted Sisters of Avelorn. Should really help, and just add a bit more firepower to the front line, even up against these heavily armored Chaos Warriors. They've already managed to sprint some Chaos Knights up through here, who are going to make contact with our Dryads. but we're lucky we're doing this inside the forest. So their large units are going to be having a bit of a disadvantage. Alariel's seen it coming though, and she's jumped on in to assist the Dryads. But it's still a bit unpleasant for us. But once that initial damage from the cav charge wears off, our Dryad should be able to deal with it. Coming around the side, sending my my Illyrian Reaver archers just to try and hold the attention of anything. Or, hopefully, if an opening appears, get through and destroy some hell cannons. The Dryads take a really nasty smash there. The second one flies up and over and crashes into a tree. Yeah, now that the Chaos Spawn have arrived, our Dryads are really going to be getting outmatched, and we need some more support there. Tossing out, looks like a quick banishment now? Yes. Quick banishment on their lines. Got a lot of health on those Chaos Warriors, and it quite quickly moves out of the way. But did something with it. A little blast of blood there as Darrow is entering the field. Chaos Spawn are no challenge to him. And the Treekin as well. As experienced as these Treekin are, they can quite easily toss aside the Chaos Spawn. Putting out some heals, or that was a quick phase protection actually, and that was a heal. Just to keep my men in the fight for a bit longer. But we really need to bring some order to these forests. So they say the Spearmen allies, or the Spearmen garrison forces, have come in to help kill off the Chaos Spawn. And luckily we have a bit of a reprieve as the Chaos forces are dilly-dallying around in those forests down there, so we can still plug up that gap. These chariots, I always struggle to deal with the heavily armoured chariots. The Illyrian Reaver cavalry are going to be trying, or archers even, are going to try to mess with them, but it might not be enough. But still, those chariots are not going to be able to mess with the Treekin, especially not in these forests. Treekin over here, as I say, really having an easy time killing off the Chaos Spawn, but the Chaos Spawn are just holding us back. And once those Chosen get in, then that's going to be an issue. We're not going to really be able to plug that gap. Currently, the enemy have 2,000, I wish 200, 2,300 on the field. As this first of many giants moves up to attack Dario. Covering them with arrow fire right now though. This magical arrow fire slamming into the Chaos Knights. We do not want them to break through and start wreaking havoc. And the Halberdiers there too. Perfect target for us. Aiming into the Chaos Giant, where I really should have more fire onto him right now, but Darrow, as I say, he's got more than enough power to deal with a single Chaos Giant like that. So this Chaos Giant is sent running. I still want to keep firing upon him though, I do not want him to come back. Currently though, it's pretty light on that left side, and on this right side as well. They're still not pushing. They've sent forward a lot of cavalry and even some infantry around that far side. So I've had one unit of sisters come over here, supported by the horse archers, just to shred them. As in this open area, these halberdiers, these unshielded halberdiers, are a perfect target for our high damage arrows. But more forces are coming around this way, and this is really not what we want. We wanted them to come up through the gaps, and so many forces coming this way is not good. So our sisters are going to have their work cut out for them. Are these the keepers? No, these are just a standard unit of sisters. All fully experienced now though, so they're not very standard. But luckily though, the halberdiers are not coming in through these trees, so the Treekin should be able to hold the line. Now that the enemy have really started to push up here, we have gotten this plugged up. Putting down my first newly acquired Star of Avelorn onto Darrow, and these Dryads, Spearmen too. Getting a little bit of love from that. This slope here is fantastic for me. Of course, that one was a bit nasty, but those hell cannons, because of the arc that they fire in, the sort of mortar arc, when they try and come up here, usually they'll overshoot their target, and that's really been saving my life, even with these units on this cliffside here. Good shooting right into the face of this Chaos Giant. How bad are we hurting him? Not very badly right now, but oh, that health is disappearing from him. And that's just from my standard archers there and my Lothern Seaguard giving it to them. See how effective this fire is. As you can see, it sort of goes up and over, and it's really only these units in the back, the Everqueen Court Guard, that are a bit more in danger. We really need to make sure that they don't get shot at too much though. And we continue to pour fire onto that Chaos Giant. and he doesn't have long left now. Darrow and his tree brothers over here are getting a quick reprieve as we continue to pull ammunition down. But usually this left side is where it is far more intense, but that isn't the case today. They really are pouring a lot more attention over here. As these Chaos Warriors alongside a fresh giant, he's been advancing through the trees, so I've not really been able to shoot at him too much. He's backed up by some trolls as well, so that's not too fun. He's going to be able to do a lot of damage to my heavily armoured trees. And a bit of friendly fire as well coming into him now. So, well, coming into my men from trying to attack him. I really love that look. When Alarielle is midway through a sort of dive like that and she's casting some spell, it just looks awesome to me. But the tree ken over here, this is really not the way that I wanted this battle to go down, but they've had to form up the front line here now. And they are holding, as is their nature, and that's given me a chance to get these Sisters of Avelorn around. Blast the halberds. The halberds are the real threat to them here. They can kill off a lot of, even Chosen. They can kill off a lot of Chosen, or at least hold the line against Chosen, but even these standard Chaos Warriors with halberds is not something I want them to fight. So continuing on around with my sisters, trying to get a straight up back shot into these forces. The trees are soaking up a lot of my fire, which is a bit unfortunate, but I'm okay with a few arrows getting knocked aside by the trees if it is meaning that the hell cannon fire is getting knocked aside as well. They're renewing their assault up here with some brand new fresh Chaos Knights, but if they're not able to get a charge going, they knocked my men aside, but that really wasn't a devastating charge, and it's only really the Dryads taking a bit of damage from that. The tree ken are fine. But these giants have emerged once again to soak up fire. The healthier one leading the way, but shooting up and over, that slightly green damage is from the Everqueen Courtguard. They've got a slightly more green tinge to their ammunition. Pulling away the archers that were here previously, they've sort of run out of ammunition, so I'm moving up some Lothern Seaguard. Hell cannon, looks like it's, no, it's just moved up very boldly. Still got its ammunition though. Oh, that was a very good close range shot. And that spell's gone awry. They cast a flaming skull, but it went right back on top of them. And once again, these giants have arrived to the front line, quite healthy. And Darrow is still pretty good, but these poor Dryads have been fighting a dodgy fight for them for some time now. Heavily armoured Chaos Warriors are not really what a Dryad wants to be going up against. That giant, no Darrow over here to smash the living crap out of it, so once it does get stuck in, especially surrounded by so many trees like this, it's quite sheltered, and it really is down to my tree ken to kill it. And the tree ken are not meant for doing too much damage. Of course, as experienced as they are, they can do it. Some out of ammunition sisters now being thrown into the back lines. But these are Chosen they're fighting, and it's not an easy battle for them. But just attacking them both sides with Alarielle in the centre of it, it's hopefully going to be enough. But these girls here still have some ammo, and they're rattling some shots in to assist. Some reinforcements here. These guys have come back from routing. Well done, then. And all the while, my archers have just been getting pursued by this unit of Chaos Knights. They've been doing a very good job, but they're now out of ammunition and they are grabbed by them. So they're not going to be lasting too much longer. If I can get some of them out alive, that could be useful. This will not be the first time, I'm sure, that we are assaulted in the Star Tower. I pulled the Keepers of the Horn back. Some of these girls are just flipping between bow and spear. Like Mount and Blade, when you just use your scroll wheel up and down all the time. But yeah, no, they're being pulled back because I want them to survive. Currently my plan is to just use up my ammunition, use up all the ammunition I have, and then retreat. Because if I retreat, then I'll be getting back inside my castle, and you know, if they want to attack me, then I'll shoot them all again. Because I've killed over 1,000 of them, and all I've really used, well, I've used up a lot of my forces too. Alarielle's flying on in, flying over this line. I think I'm wanting to get her back in to destroy some of these hell cannons. Lothern Seaguard, very tasty target for the hell cannon, but I'm just risking it right now. Yes, so Alariel was going in for the mail cannons, but seeing these lurking giants, I decided to just try to strike here. But the problem is, now that she's stuck in this area, she can't really get out. So I cast a entangle from Werner and try to move Alariel out of this position, but because, as I say, it's so tight, she can't get out. So she's really in a one-to-one fight with that giant, which is not where I want her to be. So I've taken some of these units that were holding their fire, and I've got everything rattling up. And I've also grabbed Darrow to try and be more aggressive with him and get down there. They're continuing on down, well, continuing on up here. And just the mass of Chaos Warriors is starting to push back my tree kit. I no longer really have any sort of height advantage. This is a very frantic battle now. Chasing down some of these routing forces, they have turned around. But my Sisters of Avelorn are able to go toe-to-toe with these guys quite comfortably.
We don't forgive.
Especially when their morale is so bad they'll hopefully be breaking in a moment. Our nobleman was chasing down these chosen, but they are going to be returning. So the Everqueen Court Guard have moved down to replace him. I really could use that nobleman over here to deal with any giants or chaos spawn or trolls, anything. Once a unit of Sisters runs out of ammunition, I'm pulling them around and slamming them into this position here, just to provide a bit more mass and a bit of killing power there. Because at this point I've decided no, we're not going to be running. We've got to try and hold. Because if we win, then all of these routing forces are gone. Because they're all on forced march. It's only going to be one army left. Everqueen is still stuck in there, but now that Darrow's really been loosening it. Oh, I love that. When he picks up his foot and he grabs people with the root and just crushes them. That's really brutal. But no, Everqueen is almost out there. Say thanks to all of this firepower and also Darrow's assistance too. A lot of out of ammunition hell cannons now. Good stuff, dropping a giant there. But a lot of dead Chaos Dwarves, good to see. But there's still more Chaos Spawn arriving, still more forces to come, another unit of Chaos Trolls there too. Oh god, I hate that they've got this little insect legs. Like the tentacles, I can deal with tentacles. Tentacles don't bother me, but it's these little insect legs on their backs, that's what messes me up. Firepower coming into this giant. Once again, the giants are really a frustration to me right now. They can die really easy to my fire, but if they can get stuck in, I really benefit from all of this, all of these trees, all of the cover that it gives me, but it does hurt my amount of damage. These spearmen have done exceptionally well too. Just my standard garrison spears, and they held the line very well. Alara coming flying on down there. Whoa, that one was pretty bad. That shot definitely killed some spears. Once again, as I say, this side is where everything is happening now. There's just a flood of Chaos Knights and Chaos Warriors coming up here, with the Chaos Spawn still standing around here. I'm down to using a lot of my Sisters of Avelorn. The Treekin, of course, are still pretty healthy. Oh god, she was blasted back by a Chaos Spawn, but she's getting back up. Good on her. So she needs to get back in the fight. These Chaos Knights have gotten caught up against some of my Treekin. I could not let them run and wreak havoc in my back lines, so I had to pull a unit of Treekin off to go deal with them. But that's another unit of Sisters of Avelorn coming on around. The Keepers of the Horn, I had originally decided to pull them back. I'd originally decided to pull my Dryads back too, but that just cannot happen. Everything needs to be getting stuck in now. Because I've been more aggressive here, because this left side is really where things are getting pretty light, I want to push down, I want to grab those hell cannons, I want to get around, I want to get Darrow in the back of this formation. So I've started to push. And then the issue with that is I've exposed myself to a lot of hell cannon fire. So the smaller units like the Lothern Sea Guard and these poor spearmen are taking a beating from that, so I need to get Alariel down there to answer that. But Darrow is making progress. In addition to that, there she is. Warna is freed herself up from that side. She's still on her horse, so I've grabbed her and she's going to move on around and as well try to deal with some hell cannons. Or, if the opportunity presents herself, assassinate herself a Chaos Sorcerer. But Alariel is down here, Some Chaos Trolls running past Alariel. They don't want any of it. I thought about trying to kill them, but I was like, nope, nope. If they don't want to fight Alariel, Alariel doesn't care. She's got to save her people. So she needs to deal with these hell cannons. The sorcerer is still around though. Oh dear, there's some of the garrison forces breaking off there. I really don't blame them. They've done exceptionally well for me. Darrow is still there. He's still trying, but it's just little by little. We are cleansing our way through this. Cave Trolls are quite stubborn. Cave Trolls, sorry, Chaos Trolls are quite stubborn to their defensive values anyway. Perhaps not to the actual morale though. So Warna has seen the ability here to try and deal with this cannon, and the sorcerer wanted to have a fight with her. I decided, hey, let's just stop the sorcerer for a minute, see if I can kill the cannon crew, and then Warna will have him. So we entangled him, but he's decided to free himself from that, and he's running off. Over on this side again. More forces pouring on in. I've still not been able to flank around behind. Oh my goodness me, I'm actually lagging a little bit. That doesn't usually happen. But it's just a real mess over here. That spew right down on my Sisters of Avelorn, and these lightly armored archers that have had to come on into the fight. This is really not something I'd like to do normally, using my archers in melee up against a really powerful enemy, but it just had to be done. As the balance of power is still against us, but we're almost even numbers, and they have not got any more reinforcements coming in. Almost even numbers though is still an issue though when they've got so many trolls and spawn and such, but we do have our tree camp to make up for that. Good mess trying to come in for Darrow, but he managed to avoid that slam. Some of these spearmen just trying to run by the Chaos Dwarves. Chaos Dwarves are much more focused on just remanning their cannon rather than killing them off. These Chaos Dwarves, Chaos Trolls, originally wanting to run on by, but no, they decided to have a go at Alariel, so we've had to turn around and deal with them. Alariel's still doing okay though. Some Lothern Seaguard running on by. It'd be lovely if they could rally, but no, I don't blame them for running off the field.
We are broken.
A quick heal. What's this? No, this is Full Seeker on Warna. Ah, that was him actually. The Chaos Sorcerer giving off a spell there. Some Lothern Seaguard trying to run, but he's standing there, a bit stuck, and amongst the Chaos Sorcerer and surrounded by Chaos Trolls. Sorry, Dwarves. Flip that around all the time. My Treekin managed to merge their way through, but Darrow has freed himself now. He is going to be able to get to the back lines. These Chaos Trolls trying to stop him, but everybody is exhausted now. I would love to get a banishment right in the centre of this, but what's this coming out? Is that me? Yeah, I managed to free up Alariel now, and I've cast out some heals, and I decided not to get a banishment in the middle because they were about to break, and it could just end up running through me. So I put out a Phase protection too, just trying to limit any more death, but this is them in a mass rout now, and we are just butchering them in the centre here. As the final Chaos Dwarves, of course, they're locked morale, they aren't going anywhere. But these routing warriors and chosen are going to be getting minced as they try to run through my lines. The only safe way is back where they came. I have pulled out some of my very damaged units, these poor Dryads, and my Sisters of Avelorn here. Once again, sir, still just flipping around. I've never really seen them do that too much before. Absolutely covered in blood. But down here, yeah, the Sorcerer is managing to get away. Some Chaos Knights routing off there. But no, it's just these last Chaos Dwarves. So we'll speed it on up. But no, that was definitely a bit hectic. And I think he actually gets a one more shot, doesn't he? Yeah, that was I think it luckily did end up crashing into a tree. But yeah, Warna did not want him to get off another blast, so I've moved these guys up in there, while one Treekin remains to cut them to pieces. This giant sprinting off there, he's managed to push through our lines. So of a handful of men, but not many are remaining from this fight. Darrow has arrived, he's been smashing down some people. Alariel too. Just the last few Chaos Dwarves standing now. 2 remaining. Pretty bold little boys. Gosh, they are small in comparison to the Treekin. really little Alariel's come in to finish this one off. And that should be it. Yes, good. Hey there, team. Well, that was a bit silly. I definitely wasted a lot of ammunition on those trees, but... Oh, I'm just going to move my mic. Sorry about this. There we go, good. I definitely wasted a lot of ammunition on those trees, a lot more than I wanted to, but I think I benefited more from the trees than they did. So, a lot of the garrison were lost, but all in all, that was okay, I think. I didn't lose any units from Alariel's army, which is a big deal, but
you will serve
I'd
me.
love the replenishment, but no, I think we just gotta kill them all, as always. Now, I was hoping that since they're both... Good. That's why I was so intent on actually... Because my original plan there was just to fight them to the point of... no, we wait. Now, they're going to siege us next turn, aren't they? Fuck. We're not going to get any replenishment.
Alariel the Radiant.
Can we do any recruitment here? No, we can't. It's all global recruitment. Regiments of renown. We could get a rapid regiment of renown, but I don't really want to do that. Jeepers sake, this is not looking good. Mangrove Coast is going to be lost, but as I say, we knew that would happen. The main, like, we hope to stop them at Oxel. That's all we're going to do there. While Alariel tries to clean up here and then come in behind and save the day. But yeah, good stuff. Level up. I think the Handmaidens are... We'll do that right now. I think the Handmaidens have reached their max level now. Alariel's 31. As I say, we're getting Skymaster. Just to keep moving down that line. Joseph Frillius, you're almost fully leveled up. As I say, there's no real need for Joseph Frillius to get that extra 15% speed. So we're just going to max out her ability to wound. Just if the Everqueen is ever in need of that. Or if Joseph Frillius feels the Everqueen is in need of that. Werna could definitely benefit from a little bit of speed. And it's the melee defense too. So let's grab that for her. I really liked just getting her around the back and challenging some of their sorcerers and locking down some of the cannons. And good, cool. Let's get you. I think we already that's where we ended. We're not gonna have you march or anything silly like that. I think we are ending turn now. Jeepers, let's do a quick save just to in case I would crash in the end turn or something silly. Good. Yeah, that was... Oh, Carrion coming down from the far north. We can't speed up. Oh, well. He'll get there when he gets there. Yeah, we knew... Conquata's rebelling away from Bretonia. But as bad as Norskins are, in the Everqueen's mind anyway, there's definitely a difference between the threat of Norskins and the threat of an actual Chaos, champion or Chaos warrior. So we are... If Albion falls to Norska, that's something we can deal with later. That's not... Yeah, we'd much prefer to have... The only way to have stopped that happening would have had Cedrina based in Albion. And we don't want that. We want our armies here. Why is this red? Who's red? Turnok is red. Or a Hexwall? Hexwall doesn't control anything on Ulthwan, does it? Oh god, Thegan... Oh, of course, they lost that. That was a shame. Thegan's errantry. Oh, they can. Oh no, good. They got confederated. No, that's fantastic. Then I thought they were destroyed. But yeah, what's that? Because that's the same shade as Hexwall. I don't want Hexwall to be on Ulthwan. Like they're my brothers, but I don't want them there. But still, got some bigger fish to fry at the minute. I'm wondering how the hell they got that. Did Turnok lose it, and the Hexwall was just like, all right. It's ours now, but what got there? There's been no chaos around that area, so it's quite surprising. Oh well. Servants of Chaos roaming around in the far north there. We can see them in the little dark corner, but to the top left of the screen. Puppets of Chaos still very strong, probably sieging. Damn it, sieging the Star Tower, so I don't get replenishment. Ah, crap. Okay, so let's handle things one by one. Let's see what's going on with here. No? Alright, okay, that's fine. Why is this red then? It's not Tyrannox normal. Whereas, oh no, that is just the colour of Tyrannox. Oh well. Something's red on the minimap. Yeah. Oh well. Okay. Weird. Yeah, anyway, they've pushed up, taking the Monument of the Moon. See, that's not really a worry right now. Hexwall, from being as bad a state as Hexwall was in, they've really pulled themselves back. Oh, cool, they've got Nakai. That's cute of them. Yeah, well, good for them. And, could really use... Oh, good stuff, Hexwall. They, did they confederate? I don't know, but Hexwall is looming around down here, which is what we needed. They've got Itza, that's nice. So yeah, hopefully they'll help us out. Damn, that's not what you want to see. We can't come out there and fight them. We just got to hold. We're still recruiting. If they come at Oxel with 3 or maybe 4 armies, we're screwed either way. But we just got to try and fight them. Now they're going to come up and siege it again, aren't they? What is this army though? It's only got 3 cannons. It's got Chosen with great weapons. Lots of Chosen. Ah, damn.
Alariel the Everqueen.
We've got to fight that. Because we've got to push them back. And we've got to just do it so carefully.
Everqueen of Althwan.
We should be fine though. We'll just do sort of the same strategy again. Oh, goddamn Empire. How has the Empire been dealing with this shenanigans? In the end turn. They didn't destroy that. Oh wait, oh whoops, I'm looking at the wrong spot. Luon is still standing here. He's got his full army. Oh, actually, oh, he took a bit of a beating, but he might have been able to beat back something. But Sarthoriel is lurking, and there's a lot more Chaos forces to advance as well. And looking around, I think that is it. So we're probably... Oh, Sadrina, let's move Sadrina.
Can I offer assistance?
Get you moving up here.
Ready to serve.
Get Solkar moving back into our territory, back up toward the Shrine of Cain. And yeah, now some skill points. Leah Quinn, yeah, we saw her little up arrow. Let's give Leah Quinn some armor. I think she is stuck in the thick of the fight all the time, so she needs it. Good. Now this fight, because what I'm dreading is I'm going to defeat this guy, I'm going to defeat Kailas, and then Chant is going to show up. And it's just going to be this recurring cycle, because I think I can beat Kailas, but if Chant shows up then and sieges me, I don't think I can win against Chant.
Lend us your strength.
Star Tower is absolutely wrecked. We've got our noblemen there, still got some Illyrian Reavers that managed to make it off the field, but that's it.
Althwan's queen.
How's the chances looking? It actually doesn't mind our chances. I think we're going to do pretty well. I think we'll win. I'm not liking their chariots, but if we fight them in the trees like last time, it should be okay. It's the hell cannons I'm scared of. The giants, as long as I can shoot them, but that's the problem with being in the trees. Okay. Well,
we fight for the greater good.
The second battle today on this map, but in a less favourable position for us, as they've advanced forward into this open field. So I've had to grab everything I've got and run as quickly as I can behind those trees for some shelter. Really unpleasant blast there. Within seconds of starting the battle, I've already lost half of what was remaining from that unit of sisters, down to 16. And with another shot coming in, I was worried I was going to lose them. But luckily, a little bit less accurate fire this time, so I'm able to get my sisters safely behind that forest. I'm trying to get my tree ken out front so that they'll accept a bit of that fire instead of my sisters, and also hold back any Chaos Knights. These Illyrian Reavers are moving on by. I'm hoping to just grab the attention of like one unit of Chaos Knights, and that'll be fine. I've had to get Joseph Frillius moved up here to go toe to toe with some of these Chaos Knights as well. Give her anti-large bonus to the tree ken, and to assist. But you can see how effective these trees are. Occasionally one shot is getting through, but the vast majority of them are getting grabbed by one tree. or the other. Good stuff, yeah. And every shot that is doing that is definitely, like, say, 3 or 4 saved sisters at least. These Treekin moving out to grab the Chaos Knights. Treekin having a charge defense against large units. They do this quite nicely, and just being as experienced as they are. But it's Joseph Frelius in there that's going to be racking up most of the kills. They're all there just to sort of keep her safe and back her up. Darrow's still standing though, and he's not yet been engaged. The main engagement hasn't really happened yet. Let's have a look. Yeah, as everything is holding. Our horse archers are being pursued by the Chaos Knights. We're not really going to be doing much damage to them. They've got that bronze shield and also a heavy armor value. So my little ping from my arrows is not going to be enough. These knights have managed to get around. I've grabbed this nobleman. He's going to try and answer to them, but he is sprinting around to my back lines. Lucky for me though, they decide to come in for Joseph Aurelius. So I get the spearman moving on over to try and back her up. Get that killed as quickly as we can. This Chaos Giant wanted to go toe to toe with Darrow. He still is, actually. Okay, I thought he was running away, but now he's coming on back. But his friend is coming in now too. Darrow is capable of many great things. But 2v1ing some Chaos Giants without any archer support is going to be a tricky. Chosen there with their great weapons. They may not be halberds, they may not get an anti-large bonus. No! Treekin down. You don't usually see those guys die. But yeah, that armor-piercing attack and just the general skill and talent of Chosen is maybe going to be enough. Warren has sprinted around the back lines, of course, to try and assist Alariel in dealing with these hell cannons. So far we've managed to chase 2 units off. Well, actually, sorry, we've chased all of them off. And Warren is just firing into what's left. So this was Alariel doing this, but she has had to move back home now. Trying to heal up these Treekin. They've been very badly damaged, and Alariel coming in from back to provide a bit of support too. As this noble is entirely surrounded by Chaos Knights, but out in the open like this, we can get a lot of firepower coming in. Those poor spearmen just get thrown off, but there's still 7 of them, and they are doing a good job. I'm surprised they do not rout from that, but I'm very grateful for it too. Trying to deal with these, oh god, poor guy. Trying to deal with these chariots. Alariel comes on in. Because I grabbed everything I had. Now that the hell cannons are not a threat, I grabbed everything and tried to move around. Saying that though, one of these hell cannons has been remanned. So Werner comes on over and gives a charge. Entangles them too. Gets a, just really for the weakness to fire advantage there. Not really worried about them running around, but Warner just needed to kill them off as quickly as she can. God damn it. A stab. She just stabbed that man's head off. Very nice. But no, we've got the Avelorn Reaver archers coming in to help her out. But as they come in, so do Chaos Knights. More firepower coming in, trying to assist Darrow here in his 2v1 fight, and we're doing a pretty good job of it. This left one is very badly injured. Darrow's no doubt going to be taking a little bit of frontal fire, but he's got a bit of an armor value, 130 actually. It's quite a hefty armor value, so he's going to be able to shrug off a lot more fire than these Chaos Giants are. So that's good. That's one dropped, and I didn't really want to go and target the other one because that would be Darrow is legitimately just standing right in the way. But a 1v1 fight, if I can get Darrow some heals, he'll be okay. A lot of firepower coming in from this right side. I wanted to destroy them here, and then so that I could roll around with everything I have. But and also everything else is in the forest, so my fire will be less effective. Keeping these dryads out of the fight, 10, 13, and 18. So really just not got the numbers to throw them in. Banishment dropped there. Just try to give a bit of a reprieve to these surrounded Treekin while I heal Darrow. And Warner came in there too, just to stab this giant in the back and give him a little assistance. As these Chaos Knights come running through the gap in my lines. So I grabbed all of my archers and opened up on them. Really don't want these Chaos Knights having successful slam into a very damaged unit of sisters. These 16, they could definitely kill them in one good charge. But they decided against it, and they're running away from us now. This right side has been freed up temporarily, it seems, as these Chosen have stopped routing. Or perhaps they were just pulling back a bit. And that Hell Cannon has been remanned, but the Illyrian Reaver archers are there to assist me. And it's just a handful of Hell Cannon crew remaining, so they're able to mop them up. It's a bit of a race against time as those Chosen run in, but there's only 2 left, and they should be capable of that. Alariel was running in to assist them, but now that I've seen they have been successful, Alariel turns around to come on back. Warna, there's no longer a giant there for her to defeat, so she's coming on over here to try and back up the Treekin, but are getting chased down by some Chosen. So a lot of firepower is coming in, trying to answer to that. I get once again a bit of friendly fire, but my Treekin are able to deal with that. Trying to heal Darrow with the Star of Avelorn. I really like that. It looks so cool, doesn't it? But yeah, he's coming in to kill another giant. He's really just been battering away giants this entire fight. I suspect his kills are quite low for that. 13, he's still managed to rack up a few. But no, that Chaos Sorcerer is still around though, and Warna will be hunting for him, especially since he's mounted. But these Chaos Knights freed themselves up, and I didn't want my poor Dryads. I was trying to keep my Dryads safe, and yet they're in the most dangerous position of all. So I grabbed them and I've got them running as quickly as I can, while Alariel tries to take flight to support. A lot of firepower coming in here from all of my sisters, tearing into these Chosen with their great weapons. And all the while, these Illyrian Reaver archers are just keeping a Chosen busy. They're out of ammunition, but those Chosen are just continuing to chase them around, and it's some good worth from those Illyrian Reaver archers, I think. A lot of firepower coming in here. Warren is able to deal with a bit of friendly fire too, of course. No armor is Warren. Warren is pretty nice. 105, jeepers, that's quite good. Yeah, for a handmaiden. And that's then broken now. Shooting off into these trolls that are broken. And I was, I don't usually do this sort of thing just because the AI doesn't do it to me, but I really wanted to bring down this giant. I just find giant death to be quite sort of cinematic, so I targeted him with all of my archers. How much health does he have? Down to the 700, almost done, and he should die somewhere around here. Yep, there he goes. I just quite like it. It's pretty cool. The animations are really good, I think. Anyway. That was a good one. Okay, yeah, that one, it went pretty well, to be honest. Lost these poor spears, unfortunately, but yeah, I was really glad that we were able to chase the little dwarven boys off the hell cannons instead of having to destroy the entire units. But yeah,
Isha is the Ever Queen.
And they'll run off. We can't go off and defeat them now, unfortunately. But after one turn of replenishment, and if they try to go for the Fuming Serpent, the Fuming Serpent's garrison, oh god, ouch. It's not as good as I was hoping it would be, but I still think I could play it and I could beat it. Because they've got no hell cannons, so I would be able to just form a nice careful line and they'd be destroyed. But the problem is, if they come in now and do that, I'm stuffed.
The Ever Queen.
They could run on back. No, they can't reach us. That's good. But yeah. Oh well, either way. It's a bit scary.
Protector of Ulthuan.
Mangrove Coast, I could upgrade something, but I'm just not going to. I could try and build a watchtower. I'll do it, but it's not going to be done in time. Then over here, Ilaria leveled up again. Good. Let's grab her rally. And we're 1 point away from that.
A paragon.
Forward to that. Joseph Frillius has reached level 40, which is quite a cool thing. I don't know what to give her. I don't know what to give her for her last point. Yeah. I'm a bit of a completionist, so I don't really want to give her like 1 point in expedient endeavors. I kind of want to just have something completed, like just give her an elven steed. I'm gonna hold fire on that and have a think about that. So just Frillius can hold for a minute. Warna is next. She's still just level 25, so she is going to get some of these wards. I think probably magic resistance, just in case some big nasty fellow comes out with some magic damage later on. Then up here, yeah, Solkar. Everything went north is the thing. And so, God, this territory is just burning. But like we can't send an army out there to go and take it when Ulthuan is still under threat. So
I serve the Phoenix King.
Cedrina, hold fire, and oh yeah, we moved these two
Can
already.
I offer assistance?
And I think we're just ending our turn now. Good, okay. I really wish that there was an ability where... Oh, I'll just have him march straight back to Ulthuan next turn, yeah. Sorry, Carrion. You'll get home, Bill. But yeah, I really wish that as soon as somebody sieged you, you were given the option to sally out so that you could chase them away and then get your replenishment. Because I would have done that, and then I would have gotten my replenishment, and then I could have wiped them out. Because the problem is now, of course... Oh god, it looks really unpleasant, doesn't it? Like Hotek's column just burning there and just covered in chaos corruption. But yeah, it would be nice if the Dark Elves, like, because we've been destroying the Dark Elves really for ages now. What do you want, friend? We're not getting a non-aggression pact. You're at war with Bretonia. Like, no, you're about to die. And you want 3k for it. No, sir. God damn it, Kemla. Don't know what he's trying to do that for, but hey, military alliance with Sudenburg. It's nice. Sudenburg is still alive. What do you want? Genuinely, if they want peace, I might accept it. No, they're a force of chaos. No, like they may not be officially tied to the actual chaos right now, but no, like we're not accepting peace. In their current state, anyway, like they're no real threat. I said that before, and they took the Galleon's graveyard, so we'll see. They might end up rolling into my capital and just being like, hey, bloody 100 Minotaurs. But yeah, my capital's pretty well defended, so we'll be okay. And Cedrina can sprint on down there. As for what she's going to do right now, Cedrina needs to do some recruitment. I want her to get a dragon.
You stand before the
hey,
mistress
dwarves,
of the undying forest.
Join war against the drowned. I'm sorry. I'd love to do that, but no. Just not right now. They're definitely not pleasant necromancers, but and pirates. Oh, Circle of Destruction just got burned down. That's very unfortunate. What do you want, friend? Ah, you bastard. You fucking bastard. Yeah, okay, just auto battle this.
I will lead.
And that's really annoying. I didn't think they'd just turn around and do it. Oh, that's really upsetting. I probably Star Tower. So that's another turn that I've not gotten any replenishment for Alariel. Yeah, situation around Alariel's okay.
Queen of Avelorn.
So what are you up to? He's gained... The painful thing is he's gained a turn of replenishment now. What are you guys doing? Eshin. Why is Eshin over here? I don't like this. Eshin's just turned up. They're at war with Chaos. I'd love it if they did come and they just start killing Chaos in Lustria, then go for it, but like, it's a bit spooky. Okay, so we got that. We've got these silver helms. They're ready to go. These guys are moving around us. I think we need to maybe get a bit proactive and start killing some of them off. But that'll be a pretty big battle, so I'll probably save that for next time. Because this episode I think is already gone on quite long. We've only had 2 battles, I know, but let's just tidy everything up. Get Cedrina marching south.
Impossible.
Because she's going to go and... Why?
On my way.
Yeah, good. Because she needs to get herself a dragon. Solkar can hold the line for now. Carrion, where are you? There you are, Carrion. Get Carrion on back here. Have a quick look at how the old world is doing. They've got good defense around Volksgrad,
The
actually.
Empire.
I think the Empire's going to hold it, with the assistance of some Bretonians, with Alberic there. It's a 4v4. And I suspect that their army's going to be a bit better. They're going to come in here though, and they're going to burn down the frozen landing and start doing some damage all around there. But no, I think for the most part, the Empire should hold the line quite nicely.
How can I assist?
And yes, let's have a quick look here, because we might just have this be a very Star Tower focused thing. Oh god damn it, it's going to be a tough fight. They've got, well, actually saying that, they've got no more hell cannons, so we can just form up a normal front line and we'll be okay. Yeah, that'll be fine. It's a standard Chaos Lord too, right? He's not a sorcerer. He's a wizard, damn it. Yeah, it's Kailas. Yeah, we let him get away. No, we'll play this, and this will be the
To
last
battle!
battle. So we've really been blessed by the battlefields that we've had around the Star Tower. This is another just battle outside the Star Tower, but it's a different map for us today. I've got this stream running down, well, from this waterfall. It runs off down to the sea. So I've got my treekin settled in. That'll give us a nice bonus against their infantrymen. And they cannot attack our archers directly, as we've got them up on this hilltop. So we're going to be blasting away at them as they advance, and they can't really do anything about it since they don't have any hell cannons after the last fight. Joseph Frillius is going to be there. It's nice to have her in her normal position again, instead of having to launch her into the front lines. She's going to be able to use her horn to give us a boost when we need it. And Werna is somewhere. There she is. Werna is waiting to have her go at the Chaos Sorcerer, who is mounted. So that's going to be great for her. She's going to get her anti-large bonus into effect to come smashing into him. But they're going to be advancing those heavy shields, and of course heavy armor is going to be a pain in the ass, but halberds are our main target there if we can deal with them quite quickly, and also make sure that the Chaos Knights don't get through. If the Chaos Knights do get through, then the Illyrian Reaver Archers and Alariel are going to be moving in to try and deal with them. The Illyrian Reaver Archers just catching them so that Alariel can get there and kill them before they run through our archer lines. So is Joseph Frillius going to pop that immediately or not? Because as soon as I get them all firing, I think I get her to use their damage bonus, just to get these halberdiers killed as quickly as I can. These great weapons as well, a bit of a pain in the ass, but these halberdiers over here too are a nuisance. As I've pulled back this very damaged unit of Turiken, just 2 units left, 2 models left in the unit I should say. I don't want them to go down. Shooting these Chaos Knights in the back. While the Illyrian Reaver Archers move in to assist. Now that the Knights are not really too much of an issue, I just got my Illyrian Reaver Archers to act as standard archers. It's just 11 more bows twanging away, so it's useful for me. Alariel watching over this. Not really got a target for her yet, but I got my archers moved around. Once again, trying to deal with these Chaos Warriors with their halberds. As Taro smashes through a bunch more of them. We're battling just in this stream, so as I say, we get a bonus, they get a disadvantage because they're just standard infantrymen. And it's tougher to fight than it's tougher for them to fight in the water. These chariots, once again, Chaos Chariots are just a bit of a pain in the ass for me to deal with. So Alariel's going to be doing her best, just chewing through them. Oh, we've got some archer fire coming in to deal with it. But I really should have all of my archers targeting this area over here. I just think I gave out a quick Earth Blood, just to keep these men in the fight. Warner's just give it a quick pot shot into their back lines, while I get her to move in to assist Alariel in a moment. Try to answer to that Chaos Sorcerer. I think I lost track of him, that's why she's marched over there. Good, fire's a bit better now. Losing decisively along the lines, just mincing through them. As their troop count is dropping. Darrow chasing these men away. But we're not really too worried. If they did want to come back, they're in too small numbers to really do anything. Warner's got some Chaos Trolls in between her and the Lord. But she's fighting her way there. She's got there now. Good. So every one stab from Warner is absolutely grotesque in power. Alariel's there too, giving the occasional chomp. But I think Warner is out damaging her. I think we did calculate before, Warner does more damage than a dragon with every strike. So she is not a fun opponent for any lord. And since these guys have given me such a tremendous amount of discomfort, I've decided to just try to rattle into them as they run and really destroy this army as best I can. They've still got a lot of Chos in there, so Warner gives a quick entangle, just keeps them in place, allows my archers a quick chance to run up and get another volley into them. I'm of course not going to be able to destroy every single man here, but if I can just get them to the point where they really don't have anything left, then that's all I need, because I have to replenish. I've got so many of my units are just far too badly damaged. Yeah, give a quick had some wins of magic spare, so a quick banishment spell. just throw them right, do some more damage. And that's looking okay. Over here, just a handful of Chaos Warriors and Chosen. Nope, just Chaos Warriors. Broken there. And Darrow is chasing these final 3 Chaos Warriors off too. Okay, good. Yeah, so that should be that. Just wiped.
You will
It's
serve
so tempting
me.
just to do that, just for a little 5% of replenishment, but no.
We will be avenged.
Alariel the Everqueen.
So we'll kick their asses off. Come on, disappear.
Cease.
You cease. I can't risk them just coming in and sieging me again, is the problem. Because I think they'll
The
probably just do
greater
that out of
good.
spite. So let's do this and just
Sound the horn of Isha.
quick save, because like, if I lose Treekin or anything,
world-
then I'm going back. Okay, we're fine. Good. Gosh damn, cool. Now, so there's
My
no more
light
boys
shines bright.
floating about,
Greetings.
and you know, I'm tempted to just
Alariel,
get her sat there and
Everqueen.
just put her into a camp. Oh, we can't even do that now. Ambush. She gets more replenishment inside, doesn't she?
Greetings, my
Yeah, a little
children.
bit. No, let's just do that, because there's nobody around that could siege us now. Because they could run there, they can't get there in time. So we'll just save it up here, because I want to have him
Prince of
lunge
Elfwood.
forward and take out these guys. It's going to be a tough battle, because we don't really
Defender of
have,
the
like, we
Phoenix
lack
throne.
the AP for our archers. So we're kind of just going to be relying on covering them in arrows with our Lothar Sea Guard, and just seeing how that goes. While the
Guardian of the Phoenix
Silverhelms run
crown.
around and just grab the artillery, but should go okay. And anyway, thank you guys very much. That was a pretty crazy one, and yeah, see you guys later.